Morning, students. So here I'm teaching you about the disease forecasting system. So for prediction of a polycyclic pathogen that complete very few disease cycle in a growing season, apple scab induced by Venturi in Aquelis. So amount of initial inoculum is high and the only young leaves are susceptible. Film of water on the leaves and proper temperature are needed for infection. Consequences from predicting the occurrence of infections of apple by Venturi and Aquelis on growers' actions. So, decision concerning the need for fungicide spraying is made daily routine during the beginning of the season. That of severe disease and high dose of systematic fungicide is required, and in moderate type of disease, then systematic fungicide is required. So and the different predictions of a polycyclic pathogen. So potato late blight induced by Phytophthora and fasciitans, that amount of initial inoculum is a very low. In disease progress rate may be very high. Potential loss is a very may be very high, and preventive sprays are highly effective. The time of disease onset is governed by the environment. So prediction of the time of a late blight onset, there's a high risk systems. Late blight appears 7 to 14 days and after accumulation of 10 rain favorable days since emergence. So a rain favorable day, so that average in temperature in the last 5 days and rain quality in the last 5 days is required. So prediction of the time of a late blight on onset like Valley's system. So late blight appears 7 to 14 days after accumulation of 18-20 severity values since emergence. Prediction of the subsequent development of late blight and determining the need of spraying. There are recommendations for actions that if data severity values during the last phase in 7 days. So prediction of a disease development, potato early blight induced by Alternaria solani. So amount of initial inoculum is very high and the pathogen develops at a wide range of conditions. Potential loss, disease progress is governed by the response of the host, and the botrytis rot is induced by Botrytis cinerea. So the pathogen invades the plant through wounds that are created by during the harvest. So the wounds are healed within the 24 hours and are not further susceptible for infection. So a drop of water is formed due to root pressure on the cut of the stem. So if humidity is high, then the drop remains for several hours. During rain, growers do not open the side opening of the greenhouses. So disease outbreak occur when harvest is done during a rainy day. So consequences from predicting grey mold outbreaks in basil on disease management. So to minimize the occurrence of the infection, harvesting should be avoided during rainy days. So if harvesting is done during rainy days, applying a fungicide spray once soon after harvest. A geographical information system, so a GIS is a computer system designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage and represent all the type of spatial or geographical data. So GIS provide important tools that can be applied in predicting, monitoring and controlling disease. So GSI can be used to determine the spatial extent of a disease, to identify spatial pattern of the disease and to link the disease to auxiliary special data. So use of GIS tools on data collected to identify critical intervention areas to combat the spread of banana Xanthomonas wilt. Infrastructures to calculate the risk maps. In the first steps, that two type of a data, metadata and geographical data combines with GIS. Step 2, that make a interpolation, and step 3, calculations of forecasting models with the interpolated input parameters, and after that we can show the presentation of results. So wheat rust surveillance and monitoring methods. So for effective control of wheat rust, it is essential to carry out disease surveillance and monitoring to obtain the information on the incident, the disease timely and accurately. Following three approaches are generally used and being developed for wheat rust monitoring and crop protection. First is phenotypic rust assessment. Second one, biochemical and molecular detection, and third one, remote sensing technology. So monitoring of rust disease is mainly done through field survey by human power, which is a time consuming, energy consuming and error prone. So the subjectivity of the monitoring results seriously affect the accuracy of disease forecast. Biochemical and molecular detection is focusing on very early stages of pathogen detection. And third, development and implementation of remote sensing technology have facilitated the direct detection of foliar disease quickly, conveniently, economically, and accurately under field conditions. So level of wheat trees monitoring using remote sensing technology. So in recent years, significant progress is made in remote sensing technology for monitoring wheat trees at following four levels. First, single leaf scale, second, canopy scale, and third, field crop scale, and fourth, country's regional scale. So remote sensing data at a single leaf, canopy, and field crop scale level provide local and limited experimental information. So while satellite-based remote sensing can provide a sufficient inexpensive data base for rust or large wheat region or a special scale, it also offers the advantage of continuously collected data and availability of immediate or achieved data sets. So, epidemic prediction and prevention is a system of supervised control of disease and pest in winter wheat. So, the participating farmers do their own disease and pest monitoring, simple and reliable observation and sampling technique. So, farmers send their field observation to the central team, which enters them in the data bank. Field data are updated daily by means of simplified simulations of model, and expected damage and loss are calculated. So used in a decision system that leads to one of the three major decisions. First, treat, second, don't treat, and third, make another field observation. So the start of EPRI in 1978 was promoted by the heavy epidemics of yellow rust in 1975 and 1977 Puccinia stariformis wasteland. So Rust development of epidemics. So Rust DEP is a dynamic simulator of the daily progress of brown rust severity on wheat. So the proportion of a spore able to establish new infection influenced by temperature and leaf wetness. So the fact the latent period depends on the temperature, and the fact the infectious period depends on the temperature and the host growth system. So in the RUST-DP model, the inputs of meteorological data are recorded by a weather station, allowing more accurately simultaneously of the disease progress. Data the Phytophthora blight, this showing the forecasting of better blight in Akola, forecast of paralysis rust. So success of a forecasting. So the success of a forecasting system depends among other things on so the commonness of epidemics, the need to intervene. So the accuracy of prediction of epidemic risk based on weather in this example. So the ability to deliver prediction in a timely fashion and the ability to implement a control tactic like fungicide application, for example. So the economic impact of using a predictive system. Thanks.